Guess where I and we have not been for what feels like a very long time, but it has been a very long time. I was looking at my receipts. We have not been to a garden centre in, I'm going to say months would be an exaggeration, but definitely since early spring I haven't. But like, I know I went to the plant fairs. I did get stuff at the plant fairs. Okay, so that's a lie. I got the hardy geraniums at the plant fair, and I got those pelargoniums, and I did get some tomato plants at a car boot sale. So I haven't been totally innocent, but I haven't gone to a garden centre. And also, side note, the smell of these, the peonies that I got in Tesco in the last video, the €6 ones. Oh, there's Bug. The €6 ones are all after opening, and they look so lovely. Also, the water looks cloudy, but I put one of those little food sachets in it, so that's what's making it cloudy. So yeah, and the immortelle that I took from the garden smells absolutely beautiful. So I'm in love with them. A couple of you guys commented saying that you got some peonies in Aldi as well. So yeah, it's a short flowering season. So peony season is always kind of like this time of year, late May into June, because they only flower for a short time, but they are worth the wait and they're worth the smell. Anyway, sidetrack. Let's go to the Ratoath Garden Centre. I'm actually going to get the correct name of the YouTube channel. Hang on, I'm a bit claggy. So I've been going to Ratoath Garden Centre. Oh my god, what is wrong with my... Hang on. Me. I need to do some voice warm-ups this morning. I've been going to Ratoath Garden Centre for a good while now, and I didn't realise until you guys mentioned it in the comment section that John Lord has a YouTube channel. And when you guys mentioned it, I straight away went digging and subscribed. So the YouTube channel is John Lord's Secret Garden. And if you've seen any past videos where I've gone to Ratoath Garden Centre, out the back there's a garden trail and there is a stunning garden. And I think I was last there maybe last autumn time. But you can follow that. You can follow John's YouTube channel. He does like really nice long form videos, and he's also an expert. And he'll chat through what's growing in the garden, give some like planting tips. So yeah, actually, has he got any recent videos? Because he hasn't popped up on my YouTube, which happens. Yeah, he's a video there from 5 days, like 50 plant recommendations. Plants doing well in May. Yeah. So check out his YouTube channel. I haven't actually met him in person. Yeah, maybe he'd be there today, but I'd probably be too awkward to say hello. But anyway, that's where I want to go today, because it's only literally about a 15-20 minute drive from my house. It opens at 10. They have a lovely cafe, and what I do is I go in, I get my coffee, I walk the garden, and then I will do my plant shopping. So the bed that I'm doing today, you will see, I don't want to be too waffly now. So I have a rough idea in mind of what I would like to get. I think I want to get 3 salvias for height, because they're great for cut flowers this time of year. And then I do need to replenish the dahlias that I didn't dig up last year. So I've been looking at the tubers that have been coming back, and I definitely lost a couple of dahlias. But it's my own fault because I didn't mulch them and they got the frost. Yeah. Anyway, last winter was a tough one. I'm giving myself some grace. So that's where we're going. And then we will do the satisfying garden tidy clean up. I feel like because it's been raining a lot, I haven't been out much. But anyway, let's go.
I just say I am so happy to see aphids. Like, I visit some fancy gardens. I get around when it comes to seeing gardens, and I do ask, I'm like, where's your bugs? Where is your bugs? So I love to see it, just because it makes me feel better, because I had the right green fly infestation. I remember I bought the ladybugs back in April, May. So I love to see it, because you should just, I think, leave them be and they sort themselves out. But that looks like a foxglove, but, or a delphinium. Kind of looks like a delphinium, because the leaf is different. I think it's a delphinium. She's riddled with yellow aphids there, the black ones, and yeah, they mustn't be doing any harm to it, and they're just let be. I was in the walled garden back in May. I was with my beekeeping group, and we got like a tour around. It was actually just before Chelsea, the week before, and I asked them, I said, where's your greenfly? Where's your, on the roses? And he actually made a good point. He says new gardens can take 3 years to settle down. So if you have like bugs, if you leave them alone, they will take 3 seasons or 3 years to settle down. Still didn't answer my question about the greenfly, because it was too perfectly clean. And that's like a natural garden like this, is in like, it's not like, it's a real garden, it's not a show garden, is what I'm trying to say. Although this is like, if this was Chelsea, if this was Bloom, this is a gold garden in my opinion. I love it here, and I've said it before in videos. There's all these like mature trees and shrubs, and because this garden is, it's like 20 minutes away from mine, and my garden is a housing estate garden, it's not like this. But I'm like, if things do well here, in theory, I know we've all got different soil and little mini microclimates, but it might do well in my garden. So I like to come here for like a little bit of inspiration. And also, so many of the perennials are just about to bloom, and sometimes I think we think, you get to June and you're like, oh, that's it, we're done in the garden. But there's loads. You can still, like, you've got flowers that will come up in August time, September time, October time. I feel like if you're in Ireland and the UK, we've such a long growing season. Also, the airplanes fly over here now, so I hope you can hear me. But yeah, I'm trying to get the nature sounds without the airplanes. Also, the cafe is really nice here. Now, I haven't eaten here in ages, but I know myself and Karen last year, after I did book signing out in Trim, we popped by here. I don't know if we got lunch that time, but I know we've definitely had lunch here. I think we got the ham and cheese toasties. Yeah, and it was lovely. And anytime I come in, even though it opens at 10, it's always busy in the cafe straight off the bat. So, and you can sit outside kind of in the garden centre, because I'm a bit like that. If somewhere is too busy, I prefer to sit outside. So the cafe is nice here, but I haven't eaten here recently. Oh, I think I bought one of these, and it's like a twig. See this? I'm just looking at how big it's grown here, and I planted it in the front border last year, remember? But it's only a twig. I suppose I could keep trimming it back. But anyway, yes, if you do, yeah, cafe is good. I like the coffee out of it. Now I finished my walk, so now it's time to buy some plants. My favourite bit.
Now, you guys know and regularly give out to me for not wearing gloves in the garden. And if you have small hands, woo, I have found gloves for tiny hands. One of the main reasons why I don't wear gloves is because, first of all, I like the feeling of soil. But there's times, obviously, when you need them. I obviously wear gloves when I am beekeeping. But yeah, I can't get gloves to fit me. I have tiny hands. My nephew, who is soon to be 9, yeah, where does that time go? Anyway, his hands just about are the same size. So I have tiny hands. So I managed to get a pair of the Feverfew garden gloves. So if you follow Chloe Plumstead on Instagram, I have been following her for years. And like I followed her since like 2015-16 when it was like the fashion days, because she's like petite as well. I remember following her because yeah, she did petite fashion. So I think I'm wearing the extra small ones, basically the smallest size. Now I have a little bit of a chubby wrist because yeah, we can close them. So what I love about these is they fit my fingers. So I have a little room on the pinky, but I'm always going to be like that. So these fit. So when I need to get in at the roses, I'll sometimes wear gloves if I have like a cut or something on my hand, just to stop the plaster coming off. But generally, I'm like, I mean, each to their own. Like, it's kind of a bit of a thing, isn't it? But I would never be like, oh my God, you're wearing gloves. Why are you doing that? So I don't understand why people are like, oh my God, you're not wearing gloves. Why are you doing that? I don't mind the muck. I'm not immune compromised, touch wood, so I don't mind it. And then yeah, there's certain times where I will wear them, but yeah, I do like mucky hands. But if you need extra small gloves, they also come in purple. She did have limited edition ones that had little I think mushrooms on them. I don't know if they're still available, but I'll pop their Instagram on screen and you can go and check them out. What I like about this is, see the way there's padding on this side of your hand, because the other gloves I have, they're like rubber here and then they just have mesh here. So when you are pruning roses, I can still get thorns in this side. So I love that there's the bit of padding here, and there's also like a bit of like on the fingers as well. Now another thing I want to try these for is, you've also got all of the, I think it's leather there on the inside. Another thing I was thinking of using these for is, I don't think they'll be sting proof, but no glove is sting proof. Because they give me like more dexterity, I was thinking of using them with the bees. And just for hygiene with bees, a lot of people, beekeepers, they'll put the nitrile, the rubber gloves over, especially if they're checking a couple of hives, because of cleanliness. And especially if you're going to different apiaries, it's always best to change your gloves. So you'll see a lot of beekeepers putting those disposable gloves over their gloves for cleanliness and disease prevention. So I think I might give these a bash for beekeeping, but I'll put the rubber glove over them. I actually need to go down and give one of the hives a little bit of syrup. I'm delighted that it's actually sunny for the first time in ages today, so I'm hoping that they can get out and get a bit of forage. But yeah, I just thought I would share these for my small-handed ladies, and if you are sick of going into garden centres and the first size they start at is like large, especially if you go into like the DIY shops and go to the glove section, it's like large, extra large. And what pisses me off is when you go, let's say you go to buy marigolds, you can get small sizes in marigolds, but why can't you get small sizes in workman gloves? What? Are we just here to do the dishes? I think not. We have things to do. We need to get out. And we need nice little gloves and safety gloves for the garden. So, I'm going to clear this bed. I don't know whether to go check on the bees first and then do this. I think I might quickly do this, clear it, and then I can check on the bees. Yeah. So, it's really nice and sunny as well. And there's a tiny bit of warmth out there. It's been actually relatively chilly for June. Some mornings it was like 10 degrees and I was like, oh, I think we just got spoiled back in May when we had all that lovely weather. But anyway, let's go do some work. The raised bed that you are looking at now has a load of foliage that is from springtime. If you look back on the earlier videos from around February, March time, this was jam-packed with cream-coloured tulips, and there was a early flowering daffodil in it as well. And I use this for cut flowers, but sometimes the flowers look so pretty just packed together that I end up not cutting them, and then sometimes I do cut them. But anyway, it is time to remove all of this bulb foliage. Ideally, if you saw some of the previous videos, I was saying about planting the foliage and letting it go yellow to die back. Well, this week is the only time that I have to clear out this bed. I don't have the time to wait for that foliage to go yellow. So I'm going to clear this out and I'm going to plant it up with some pollinator-friendly cut flowers. So I pick things that I really like to use as filler whenever I get flowers if I need some filler, or I'll make like mini vases from the garden this time of year. So I picked some things that are quite tall stemmed, which is great for cut flowers. So I got some salvia. I also got a lovely dahlia. And if you see when I do plant this up, there's a bit of a gap. It's because when I was digging, I found a dahlia that was growing. I hadn't killed it. It was just a little late starting to show signs of growth. I absolutely love dahlias because they will keep flowering until, the first frost, once you keep deadheading them. And I got ones that are nice and tall because, again, nice long stems, great for a vase. And it was great to see that the bees were all over these. So when I was moving the pots just to position them to have a little look, they were buzzing with bees. The bees were almost like, hey, what are you doing? Get out of the way. You're blocking my view of the flowers. So yeah, it was nice to see that. And it's also a little bit risky planting perennials this time of year. So if you're in a warmer climate, ideally plant them up in autumn and spring because the ground is going to be more moist. But because we had loads of rain for the past 2-3 weeks, the soil was nice and moisturized. And tomorrow, Google said it's a 95% chance of rain. So they'll settle in. Now, I am not. I'm going to do a Monty Don because he always says don't plant things, sit on it. So these ones at the back grow quite tall and I think they'd be a lovely cut flower, but they have a lovely bit of height. Acatea? No, that's not how to say it. Actaea, brunette. And they have them lovely lollipoppy tips.
the horticulture out of me. And then I have salvia in the front. The bees absolutely love it, and I wanted to get some more because you can actually see there's good old Apis mellifera. There is a honeybee on it, and it is the June gap. So it's really nice to see that they're on it, and they're also on the scabiosa. So let me just stand back. Miss Buggy is hiding. So I've just positioned it. I also got some origeron to spill over the edges. I will plant this up tomorrow. I got some dahlias as well, another bit of cut flower. There's a lovely bit of ruby red on it. Don't know if you see that down there, because I thought it'd be a nice contrast. Everything kind of has a bit of a darker foliage. So I need to go check on the bees, Miss Buggy. That's what I need to do. But yeah, looking good. I've just noticed this giant white spider, which I've never seen before. Look at that. Do the bees need food? Do you need to feed your bees? Yes, you do. And have you heard of the June gap? Zip myself up and I'll tell you about the June gap. The bees went mad for a microphone the last time, so I'm going to have to keep it inside the soup. So you'll notice that in March, April, May, lots of flowering trees, and they have finished, because if you look around, there's not as many flowering trees, and there can be a gap in between June till the next batch of pollen and nectar, which will be the clover. Okay, the first thing you do is you check the weight. It's called hefting. Okay, so they've eaten their syrup. So yeah, to heft it, you just put your fingers underneath and then you lift it. As you can see, this is really light. They've gone through the stores that they had built up in April when we had that really good weather. So when I was checking these girls a couple of days ago, I noticed that their frames are really light. So underneath here, the guard bees have come to welcome me. So underneath here, this is syrup. So they get a syrup in summer, which is just a supplementary feed. So even though I have a couple of guard bees around my face, these are lovely and calm. I'm just going to take a quick look inside. I did check them the other day. So in this, I'm going to pop in some syrup. There is a bee going mad. And I'm like, girl, I'm trying to help you. Okay, ladies, here's some food. Be nice to me. Okay, I'm going to lift these honeybees out so they don't drown. And this lady too. Oh, girls, calm down. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that the feeder is positioned over. So in the feeder, you put a lid on it. So there's a little cup on the inside. And they come up through that. They go down and then they feed. So that way they don't drown in the syrup. You can see that I accidentally spilt some here when I was sticking it in, and you can see all of the girls lined up to have a drink of this. So the girls will have this, my spillage, they'll have that cleaned up in about 10 minutes, I'd say. Now I'm going to quickly check these girls. Now these girls were fine last time. These are absolute savages. They also have a super box, so they have stores. There's a big spider that lives under here as well. He's been here since Christmas. I should say, because she's got eggs in her family. Now these are nice and calm. These are, I call them the spice bags. I'm not going to say why. Oh yeah. So straight away, this one is much heavier than the light one over there.
So this flower bed will hopefully look a lot more fuller and luscious in about a month's time. I can see this doing well. Obviously weather dependent, but if we keep getting the combination of sunshine and rain, it is going to burst. So hopefully this will give me colour right the way through until September time. Also, I haven't done a walk around the garden, so it is mid-June now when I am filming this. And this is what is in flower at the moment in the garden. So I'll begin in the front. So if anyone's new or you saw some of the videos where I was like painting that wall earlier and doing some proper cleanups. So I think my hard work is paid off. The flowers look lovely against that painted wall. So here is what the garden is looking like from front to back for mid-June. And the reason why I'm emphasizing the date is so when I look back on these videos, because I always forget to like document things or I forget like what's in flower. So yeah, when I look back myself, I will know the time of year and what I was looking at, which is great to do for yourself if you are planning any changes in the garden or you want to plan something different, or when it's in the depths of winter and you look back at the footage on your phone or on, YouTube or wherever you document it, and you can be like, oh, it does recover the sunshine, the flowers, it does come back.